All right, Trendsetter, we are now on that final lap. Like, we are almost in Tampa. We can feel the sun, and we can sit in our seats and relax and watch the Royal Rumble. We're going to preview this one for you guys. One of our favorite events of the year. And it, again, they're giving you quality over quantity. You're getting 4 matches here, and obviously they're going to take their time with these, but it's going to be a great show, man, because there has never been so much curiosity. There's never been so much, surprises, and things just go crazy with Triple H behind the helm. You never know what's going to happen. So there's a lot of uncertainty here, but let's start off with the U.S. Championship match, and that's Logan Paul defending the U.S. Championship against Kevin Owens this Saturday. John Cena really complimented Logan Paul. He could be the next Roman Reigns of the WWE. That's a huge compliment. He takes on Kevin Owens, a guy that they had a little scuffle at the Performance Center. This is a guy that I think is a great pick to bring out the best in Logan Paul, and I think we're going to see it here in this matchup. I think Logan has a chance to steal the show once again with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is just solid, and I think he's a great guy to have his first title defense here. As much as I love Kevin Owens, I got to go with Logan Paul here, but I'm looking forward to this match as well. It's been really well set up, and now we're going to get it this Saturday.
I think this really benefits Kevin Owens too. I mean, I'll go back and I'll just say my pick right now. I think it's going to be Logan Paul coming out, because I think Logan Paul holding that title and the amount of individuals that are drawn to him and the type of reach he has through his social media platform just makes, again, business sense to keep Logan Paul as champion. And again, showcasing himself that he just recently mentioned he's retired from boxing. He wants to do this now full time. Maybe he won't be wrestling full time, but wants to fully commit now to WWE and be a better performer, be better in the ring, and be better on the mic and all that stuff that comes with it, right? Being a superstar. But I think it helped benefit Kevin too, because it showcased the fact that he still can be in that type of picture, whether it be Intercontinental, US, and possibly, who knows, back to competing for a World or WWE Championship. So I think it helps benefit him. I agree with you. He's going to bring the best out of Logan. This match is going to be one I'm going to be looking forward to, because right now, oh man, I don't want to jinx him, right? But Logan's been hitting home runs right now, and everything he's done, every single match he's had, he's been hitting home runs. And the last recent one with Rey Mysterio, I mean, my goodness, like the fact that he saved Rey Mysterio's life in terms of having that knowledge of being able to protect your opponent there. So I think he's learning, he's growing by the leaps and bounds, Logan Paul. And I think to be in there with a veteran and a guy who is well respected as Kevin Owens, and he's going to bring a fight to you. It's going to be a very entertaining match. So, yeah, I have Logan coming out victorious here. I think it benefits both guys, and it's not going to be a one and done. So,
what I like about Logan Paul being full-time is that now they're not going to have that, oh, well, he's only a part-timer. Hey, and if I had 6 months to practice my match, I could do the same thing as Logan Paul. Now you're going to get Logan Paul, who's going to be more consistent. Now you're going to see him. You're going to see that he's a total package. And kudos to Logan Paul. And again, great first opponent in Kevin Owens. And I think it's going to be a banger. And it's going to be a really good match to see. Very entertaining match for the U.S. Championship. But we both got Logan Paul retaining. All right.
You can hate him all you want, but you got to respect him, because Logan is doing it.
The Women's Royal Rumble match. What I love about this is that you don't know all the women involved. I think Triple H has done a great job in not naming everyone that's in it. But we have 4 participants that we know, and that is Bianca Belair, the Man, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Nia Jax. So I think that I love the fact that we don't know who's going to be there. Obviously, the 30 women, obviously they're going to have some surprises, so it's going to be interesting to see who is going to be that surprise. You always like that. You always want to see who comes out. But the story here is who is going to come out victorious. Now, do they want to push Nia Jax and have her win here just to solidify a future matchup with maybe Rhea Ripley? She's been pushed strong, so I think this would really benefit her to win the Rumble. The Man obviously is going to be involved somewhere. A lot of people think that it might be Rhea and Becky Lynch at Mania. That's a great matchup. And also Bianca Belair, she wants to get back at Io Sky. She wants to vie for that title. All these women have a legit chance, but obviously there's kind of like an underdog in all of this, and that's Bayley, who, listen, it just I don't know, I want to say it's obvious, But the way they're making it seem and the way they're building the story to the way Damage Control is going to eventually turn on Bayley and the way that she's got a babyface run in her in this coming year, I gotta go with Bayley, man. She's gonna pull us out some way or another. I know that I don't know. I just got a gut feeling that it's gonna be Bayley. Don't ask me why. I just am going with my gut. I'm going with my gut and thinking that Bayley's gonna pull off the win. She's gonna win her first ever Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, well, for its storytellers, this would be the great story to tell, right? I mean, I was leaning more towards Becky Lynch and Rhea in terms of the rivalry there and the promos between the two of them. And Becky saying, I think you're better than me, but I need to prove that I can beat you. So I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble and face you. And Rhea's like, I'll see you at WrestleMania. Thinking that was where it's gonna go. Of course, Bianca's there, and then you have obviously Nia Jax. But to me, if I'm really writing this from a storyline standpoint, and we've talked about how impressive the Judgment Day have done in terms of it getting you involved in the inner workings of that group, and then the Bloodline, who I think wrote the formula on how to do that and keep you intrigued in the storyline, what's happening within the group itself, right? As you saw Sammy merge and turning on Roman, and oh my God, the excitement that happened at Elimination Chamber. For this right now, it's written in the stars that the inner workings of Damage Control, it's going to self-destruct. Yeah. And Bayley seems to see herself on the outskirts because everyone's kind of looking against her as if she doesn't fit the group anymore. Io has now brought in her friends, people that like her, and Dakota Kai is just kind of following, whoever the leader of the group is theoretically. So she's seeing herself on the out. So yeah, I was leaning towards Becky Lynch, but I hate to agree with you, Jeff. I gotta lean towards Bayley. This would be amazing. Another big reason why now her, winning the Royal Rumble and challenging for the WWE Championship rather than the World Championship would cause Damage Control to say, you know what? You're out. We're done. And then again, one huge more baby run left in Bayley. One I think she always wanted in terms of this stage of what Bayley is. So yeah, I see Bayley winning this one right now. The crowd would go crazy for that.
But the thing is, she doesn't need to win it. She's not to get to where she wants to get. And people think she's going to challenge Rhea, but at the end of the day, we think it's going to be Io, right? She doesn't have to win the Rumble. So that's the thing where you had to factor in too. But even though she doesn't have to, I think she's going to win it.
Yeah, but even if she wins it, though, it gives more of a question mark of, oh my God, she won the Rumble. Is she going to go to Io? Is she not? And the shock when she decides to face Io would cause turmoil within the group.
That is something to look at. That's why it's going to be really exciting. We got the Undisputed Universal Championship on the line in a fatal four-way. You've got the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, defending that title against LA Knight, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles. It was supposed to be Randy Orton, but it was changed. And Nick Aldis changed it to a fatal four-way, and this is what we get. And I
love it.
Yeah, of course you love it. Who wouldn't? You get four of the best stars in the company right now. But come on, let's be honest. This is just makeup. This is just a beautification of them showing their talents. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, there's just less than 1% chance that Roman Reigns loses that championship. And I think, let's be honest too, I think that this was kind of done so that Randy doesn't eat the pin this early in his run. I'm sorry. I just, until further notice, Roman Reigns. Well,
yeah, no, I agree with that too. It's Roman Reigns, obviously. But again, this gives you the likelihood, if you're not somebody who's trying to follow it as distinctively, and we've heard rumors too that WWE kind of wants to see him surpass Hogan. In order for him to do that, he would have to hold on to the title till September, which throw a monkey wrench into a lot of plans for WrestleMania 40, right? But it does give the ability, which is what I think there are obviously two reasons I feel that Roman Reigns isn't on TV as much as he was before. One, he needs a break, obviously. Secondly, you're running out of people and scenarios to put Roman Reigns in that he could potentially lose his title. So this is what happened. We started defeating all these people, and it sounded like bitter grapes to me, right? Oh, how could he beat this person or that person? This guy should have won. No, it's just that by doing that every single month, you started running out of people. So I feel, one, he deserves the rest. I think, in my honest opinion, Roman Reigns has been converted to a part-timer now. in the same likelihood of people who are upset that, you know, a guy like Brock Lesnar and so would only wrestle a certain amount of time, amount of years. Hey, we don't see him on TV every day. Well, now when you see Roman Reigns, it's a special event. We see Roman Reigns on a SmackDown or on a premium live event.
Fans eat it up, man. They're throwing the ones up there. They love it,
Exactly.
man.
So less is more. Kind of similar to what they're doing CM Punk too. We're not seeing CM Punk every Monday. So it makes the heart grow fonder. Right? Oh my God, Punk's here. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen him, or a week. Oh my God, I can't wait till what he has to say. They're not even talking about him being in the ring. They just want to know what he has to say. That's how impactful CM Punk and how WWE has packaged him and brought him in to television and drawn the audience to want to keep seeing him, regardless if they're in the ring or not, especially Roman. He doesn't have to be in the ring wrestling. Just shows up, throws the one, does that entrance, and that's all you need. And you get your money's worth, basically. So with this, it's just, I get it, Jeff. I understand what you're saying. But to me, it's just the only way you can give legitimacy that he could possibly lose, because there's the possibility where, oh, no, you know, Randy Orton can win or this, and Roman doesn't have to lose to protect them. But you're right. I see Roman winning this one, but again, I understand why they're doing this. And again, all four of them together in the ring, it's great. It's awesome to see. LA Knight, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles. And maybe within the two of them, I still think there's an Orton, a Roman Reigns match, but I think this is a way of not wasting it and having, like you said, Orton take the pin too early.
Exactly. Perfect. Roman Reigns is going to come out on top. Now you go to the men's Royal Rumble match. This one, again, has a lot of juice to it, buddy. Got a lot of juice, especially after Monday night, man, and having Cody and CM Punk in that ring. And when they are going to lock eyes, they are going to meet up, and we'll find out if after Sunday they'll still be friends, right? The CM Punk says so in the promo. Man, what can you say, dude? There is going to be a lot of speculation of who's going to win this one. Obviously, now there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Is Cody going to finish the story? Is he going to win back-to-back Rumbles? Is he going to join that back-to-back club? Is Gunther going to fall after falling short last year, being the winner to put a monkey wrench in all this stuff and challenge Seth for the World Championship, as he stated so on Raw? A lot of things. Is it going to be Drew? But who knows if Drew's going to even stick around after Mania, so we don't know. Damian Priest, he's already got the Money in the Bank. Why is he in the Rumble match? Here's the thing. You don't know, but I think at the end of the day, we're still going to get CM Punk and Seth Rollins. And Cody doesn't have to win this to finish his story. Trendsetter, I'm going with CM Punk.
Okay.
I'm going with CM Punk.
I get it.
I just think that it's been ever since he came back, we kind of felt that this was going to happen. This is going to do. And they're kind of building that Seth CM Punk thing. That's kind of quieted down now, whether it's due to Seth's injury, but that's kind of been put a little bit to the back burner. I don't know if they're doing that on purpose, so it throws you off the scent. And then now you're getting this whole Cody CM Punk thing. I think they're trying to throw us off the track. But I think at the end of the day, don't overthink this and go with CM Punk.
Listen, man, we could spend more than an hour or 2 hours. I mean, literally, we could dissect this as people do when it comes to the Super Bowl and spend 2 weeks just dissecting every which way scenario it's going, right? You say CM Punk. You say it makes sense, right? Well, before I give you my answer, and I'll give my answer first, who I think is going to come out of it. I still, for some rhyme or reason, I still believe, despite what I've been hearing, I still think it's going to be Cody. I really do. Okay. Now, Gunther makes more sense because it's going to just destroy both of our opinions right now and throw it out the window, and Gunther wins it, because even that would be believable and legitimate because he was one away until Cody eliminated him, right? So, but I think it's Cody for this particular reason. CM Punk does not have to win the Royal Rumble to face Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes has made it known that as much as he respects the world title, and also said he's never wants to face Seth Rollins again, he's not interested in that title. He's interested in the WWE Universal Championship. The one title his father never won.
I got chills, man.
The only way that makes sense for him to face Roman is if he won the Rumble, because right now he's a member of the Raw brand. There is no trade happening. I thought originally there was going to be a trade. He was going to be traded to SmackDown in replacement for Jey Uso, and that never happened. Then it came to fruition. So the only way Cody can get Roman one more time would be to win the Rumble and then choose whichever champion he wanted, and he would choose Roman and be part of SmackDown. That's the only thing that makes sense. Yes, Gunther facing Seth, I get it. Gunther getting revenge. Gunther even said on several interviews he wants to main event WrestleMania 40 when he was doing an interview for WrestleMania 39. CM Punk coming back and finally main eventing WrestleMania. Well, no, he can main event WrestleMania, but it just won't be night 2. This is the only thing that makes sense right now because The Rock's not there. Unless The Rock shows up the Royal Rumble, which would be a huge surprise for everybody, right?
Oh.
That could be a huge monkey wrench. We haven't talked about it. Nobody's talked about that. The Rock could be actually in the Rumble
30. If he's number 30, oh my God.
That's a possibility. I'm just throwing that out there. But if we're just talking about the people here, not excluding The Rock, because again, the Rock could still make me or somebody against Roman. That's still a possibility. It has to be Cody because it's the only thing that makes sense to me. For him to have a chance at Roman, he has to win the Rumble. He has to win it back to back. If he doesn't win it, then it might be a CM Punk thing. But again, if CM Punk wins it, then he moves on to Seth. I don't know. But I still think it's Cody, and his only chance is to win the Royal Rumble. That's it.
Yeah, makes sense, man. Again, if you ever think this, you're going to think guys like Gunther, of course, obviously, because here's the monkey wrench too in Gunther. The guy that everyone thinks he's going to take on, Brock, it might not be Brock anymore.
Yeah.
It might not be Brock. And obviously, you want to highlight a guy like Gunther at WrestleMania. And that was what we thought would be a high-profile match. But you know what? Brock Lesnar might not be 100% now, obviously.
No, we're not talking about health. He just might not be 100% to be involved in the road to WrestleMania.
No, exactly. We're talking about legally here. And so it's nuts, but it's good kind of nuts. And before we close here, one of the best part of the Royal Rumble are the surprises. Any surprises that you think are going to happen? Obviously, the talk of Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné. Obviously, the long shot is MJF. Even Hulk Hogan says, "You never know, brother. I might just have one more in me." And people are going crazy saying, "Oh, can't have Hulk Hogan," whatever. It's in Tampa, so you never know, brother. But out of all the surprises, which one do you think has the best chance of happening? Could we see Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks come back at the Rumble? Could we see Trinity come back? She's wrapped up with not Impact Wrestling, with TNA. I'm sorry. You guys are changing that, and you guys are killing it. So I'm sorry I called it Impact. TNA.
Yeah.
What do you think, man?
I think most likely Sasha Banks comes back for one night, probably, maybe. Who knows? Who knows his long term? But it can definitely be one night. That's doable. Have Sasha Banks come back. Of course, Trinity or Naomi comes back. Those are possibilities. But I threw a wild card out there, too, and I've been talking about this, too. You just talked about him, too, Okada, in terms of things being imminent. If Okada is in the Royal Rumble, how cool would that be? I don't think an MJF is going to be in there as much as people tease it, and some people have done great jobs of editing videos to make it think that MJF.
Some really great editors out there.
Great editors out there. Kudos to you guys. I wish to get to that level one day. Yeah. Or just the one I said it out of the blue, and it actually is kind of cool, too. The Rumble. Imagine number 30 hits and The Rock's music. If you smell, and all of a sudden the crowd goes crazy, you know? A lot of things there. But in terms of surprises, I think Sasha Banks will come back, at least for the Rumble. We'll try intrigue there. And yeah, that's it. And I'm thinking Okada maybe might be out there as well. Who knows? Might be a surprise. Maybe we get the deal done before in a couple of days, you know. Who knows? But less than 24 hours before.
It only took 10, according to Triple H, to get a deal done with him and Punk, right? Yeah. This is gonna be big, man. This is gonna be.
This is why we love it so much, man, because nowadays, Jeff, again, like I said before in the beginning, I don't remember the last time I was so excited to watch Royal Rumble because I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm okay with that. I don't need to know. I'm going to watch this as a fan and be excited any other way. And then you and I are going to go right after on Instagram Live and talk about it and discuss it. And again, and at that point, come Saturday, the road starts to